You know, Sarah, it's a real shame. Day in, day out, you're just here taking up space. A burden. Lazy, if I'm being honest. My mother-in-law's voice, dripping with disdain, echoed off the walls, wrapping around me like a cold shroud. Each word was a taunt, a reminder of how she saw me, a failure contributing nothing, merely existing in her son's life and home. The weight of her judgment was suffocating, pressing down on me with the force of all the unspoken expectations I had yet to meet. In her eyes, I was nothing more than an unwelcome guest, a problem she was forced to endure. Her words, meant to belittle and break me, were a constant presence, a shadow that loomed over even my most minor achievements, making me question my worth at every turn. Growing up in a small town where everyone knew each other's business, I, Sarah, always dreamed of something more. I was the girl with her nose perpetually stuck in a book, lost in worlds far beyond our local library's confines. My hard-working and loving parents instilled in me the value of perseverance and the belief that education was my ticket to a brighter future. So, I studied hard, my ambitions fueled by the desire to break free from the limitations of my upbringing. After high school, I ventured to the city for college, a move that felt like stepping onto another planet. The pace of life, the diversity of people, and the endless opportunities were exhilarating. I majored in marketing, a field that promised creativity and challenge, and threw myself into my studies with the same fervour I had for my novels. College was a blur of late-night study sessions, internships, and the occasional moment of self-doubt. But I graduated with honours, ready to take on the world. The job hunt, however, was a reality check. The market was competitive, and my small-town resilience was tested in ways I hadn't anticipated. I faced rejection after rejection, each one a blow to my confidence. I started questioning my abilities, my choices, and even my worth. During this time of uncertainty, I met him, my future husband. He was a beacon of support, encouraging me to keep pushing to not give up on my dreams. And then, finally, the breakthrough came. I landed a job at a small but promising marketing firm. It wasn't my dream job, but a start, a step in the right direction. Little did I know, this job was beginning a journey that would test me in ways I never imagined, leading me to confront challenges far beyond the professional realm. At that small marketing firm, amidst the hustle of deadlines and the constant buzz of creative energy, I met Adam. He was a graphic designer whose talent matched only his kindness. Our first conversation happened over a shared printer jam, of all things. It was his laughter, genuine and infectious, that caught my attention. From that moment, our friendship blossomed, built on coffee breaks, shared projects, and an undeniable connection. Falling in love with Adam was as natural as breathing. He saw me indeed, saw me in a way no one else had. Our relationship was a whirlwind of deep conversations, laughter, and moments that seemed to pause time itself. He proposed on a chilly autumn evening, the city skyline painting a picture-perfect backdrop. It was intimate, just the two of us, wrapped in the warmth of our future together. Our wedding was a reflection of us, simple, heartfelt, surrounded by those we loved most. Marriage brought new challenges, but facing them with Adam made all the difference. We navigated the ups and downs of life together, and our love was a steady anchor. And then, our world expanded most beautifully. We were blessed with a child, a little bundle of joy that filled our home with laughter, and a love so profound it was almost overwhelming. Becoming parents was a journey of its own. Sleepless nights and endless worries were balanced with first smiles, steps, and words. Watching Adam become a father was a revelation. His patience, unwavering support, and boundless love for our child made me fall in love with him all over again. Through it all, our little family became my most significant source of strength. The challenges we faced, big and small, were tackled with love and a shared determination to build a beautiful life for our child. In Adam and our little one, I found my home, my purpose, and a love that transcends words. Life with Adam was a tapestry of shared dreams and mutual support, woven with threads of love, laughter, and the occasional challenge that tested our resolve. Together, we navigated the complexities of marriage, parenthood, and our careers, always finding strength in our unity. Our home was a haven of warmth and love, where we could be unguarded and true. However, the winds of change began to stir, bringing with them an exciting and daunting opportunity. Adam was offered a job in another city, a chance to advance his career in ways we had only dreamed of. The decision to move was not made lightly. We understood the implications, the distance it would put between us and our families, especially Adam's mother. The news of our impending move was met with mixed emotions. While our parents were proud and supportive, Adam's mother took the news hard. She felt abandoned, left behind in the city that had been her home for decades. Despite our assurances that we would visit often and that she was welcome to stay with us anytime, she couldn't hide her disappointment. Her words stung. "You're taking my son and grandchild away from me, Sarah. You're isolating me." Clearly, she blamed me for this decision, as if I had orchestrated the move to sever the ties that bound us to her. Adjusting to our new life in a different city was challenging. We missed the familiarity of our old neighborhood, our friends, and the proximity to our families. Yet, this move brought Adam and me closer together. We relied on each other more than ever, finding comfort in our shared experiences and the new memories we were creating. Our bond deepened, fortified by the trials and triumphs of starting anew. Despite the guilt I felt over Adam's mother's accusations, I knew this move was a stepping stone to a better future for our family. We made every effort to keep her involved in our lives, regular video calls and visits, trying to bridge the gap that distance had imposed. Life in the new city unfolded with its rhythm, a blend of challenges and victories, but through it all, Adam and I remained each other's anchor, navigating the journey of life together, with love as our guiding light. The decision to move back wasn't easy. Adam's mom's insistence, fueled by her loneliness and the undeniable guilt we felt for leaving her behind, became a constant echo in our daily lives. She spoke of the distance as a great chasm that separated us physically and seemed to tug at the threads of our family fabric. Her words, laden with emotion, painted a picture of isolation that we couldn't ignore. "A family should be together," she would say, a simple statement, yet heavy with implication. After many sleepless nights and endless discussions, Adam and I made the heart-wrenching decision to move back. It was a choice that came with significant sacrifice. We both had to resign, leaving behind the careers we had worked hard to build in the new city. The professional landscape in our hometown was vastly different, and opportunities in our fields were scarce. The financial stability we had once enjoyed was now uncertain, a daunting prospect with a young child to consider. The move back was bittersweet. While it was heartwarming to see the joy in Adam's mum's eyes as we settled back into our old neighborhood, the reality of our situation soon set in. Job hunting became our new normal, a frustrating cycle of applications and interviews, often met with rejection or offers that paled compared to what we had before. The strain on our finances was palpable, and the stress began to seep into our relationship, testing our resilience in ways we hadn't anticipated. Despite these challenges, Adam and I clung to each other, our love a beacon of hope in a sea of uncertainty. We reminded ourselves daily of the reason behind our decision: to be a united family, to fill Adam's mum's life with the laughter and love she craved. This period of our lives was a testament to the power of sacrifice, the depth of our commitment to family, and the unyielding strength of our bond. It was a chapter marked by loss and the profound understanding that some things, like family, are worth every sacrifice. In the wake of our return, Adam managed to secure a position. It was a modest role, far removed from the aspirations he once harbored, but it was a start, a glimmer of hope in our otherwise uncertain situation. His new job brought a paycheck and a sense of purpose back into our lives. However, the relief was short-lived, as the dynamics within our home began to shift, tilting the balance of our daily lives towards a new challenge. Adam's mother, while initially overjoyed at our return, soon found new grounds for criticism. Her focus turned to me, the one still without employment. "Just sitting at home, aren't you? A burden more than a help," she'd say, her words sharp and unforgiving. Despite understanding the difficulty of the job market and the reasons behind our move, she seemed to overlook these realities in favor of pointing out what she perceived as my shortcomings. Her constant taunting was a bitter pill to swallow, igniting a fire within me to prove her wrong, not just for my sake but for Adam's and our children's. I turned to the online world, which had once provided me with a semblance of professional success. I began freelancing, leveraging the skills I had honed in my previous job. The process was slow, with more rejections than I care to admit, but I persisted, driven by the need to contribute financially and silence the doubts cast by my mother-in-law. Gradually, my efforts began to bear fruit. I secured a few steady clients, and the work, though demanding, was fulfilling. It allowed me the flexibility to be present for my family, while also reclaiming a piece of my professional identity. Each project completed, each invoice paid, was a small victory against the narrative my mother-in-law had tried to write for me. This period of my life was a testament to resilience. It taught me that the path to self-reliance and professional fulfillment is often fraught with obstacles, but it's possible to emerge stronger on the other side. My journey back to employment was not just about finding work. It was about proving to myself and to those who doubted me that I could rise above the challenges and contribute to our family's well-being in meaningful ways. As the weeks turned into months, my freelance career began to flourish beyond my initial hopes. What started as a desperate attempt to prove my worth in the face of relentless criticism slowly transformed into a thriving source of income. Once a battleground littered with rejection and self-doubt, the digital realm became my arena of triumph. With each project, my confidence grew, and with it, our financial stability began to restore itself, piece by piece. The culmination of my efforts came unexpectedly one day. After months of saving, I realized we had enough for a car purchase. It wasn't just any car, but a symbol of my hard work, determination, and the resilience of our family. The day I drove home, I felt pride and anticipation. I was eager to share this milestone with Adam and our child, but apprehensive about the reaction it would elicit from my mother-in-law. Her response was as immediate as it was revealing. Shock registered on her face, quickly followed by a veil of jealousy that she couldn't hide. She had seen me in a particular light for years, dependent, perhaps even a burden. This purchase shattered that perception, challenging her narrative about me. It was a tangible sign of success, not just financially but personally. It represented my journey from feeling powerless to becoming a significant contributor to our family's well-being. This shift in dynamics was palpable. My mother-in-law's taunts didn't cease overnight, but the nature of her comments changed. There was an undercurrent of respect, grudging though it might have been, that hadn't been there before. It was as if the car had driven home a point she couldn't ignore. I was capable, contributing, and no longer the person she had once so easily dismissed.